Alrighty, so I'm getting toe wear because I've got the torsion bars riding up on the bump stops. So you see in here, I can't even get a finger in there. So my solution is bump stop spaces. Sorry, what are they called? Fucking mind fart. Upper ball joint spacer. So that's a 2-inch upper ball joint spacer. Goes in under there. So the process is jack up the car, put the I can't fucking remember anything's name. Jack stands in. Then lower it down onto the jack stands, loosen the torsions off, and then jack up the lower control arm to take pressure off the upper control arm, take those bolts off, and then start fitting the spacers. So let's start with jacking up the car.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know my wrath. My blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me f***ed up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline.
Alright, so there's a lot of controversy around upper ball joint spaces. Basically what it does is it puts a shim between the upper control arm and the upper ball joint, which brings the toe this way. So it helps reduce toe wear of lifting the front with the torsion bars. So while I'm in here, I'm going to give it a good degrease, clean up all this sort of shit, and then I've got to chuck on all of my these little doodles. Jack stands. I can't remember why I'm not remembering anything. Anyway, and then once we do that, we're gonna take the pressure off this lower control arm and take off these bolts, and that'll drop this whole front bit, put the spacer in, and then we've got extended bolts. They're class 12.9, so the strongest bolts you can really buy on the shelf. So they should hold it pretty good. The controversy is that you're changing the way that the sort of pressures and stresses hit the control arm. So people are worried that you're actually gonna damage it, or it might snap off. They claim it can be quite dangerous. So do this at your own peril. I'm doing it because I want to save tires. Sorry about the filming. So with these torsion bars, before you start doing anything, they are prone to snapping, so always give them a good smack down with some WD. You really want to, you know, more is less, because you don't want to snap these fuckers. You see it all the time on the Courier pages, people snapping them. You don't want to be the guy trying to chase some. You could always go to a bolt store like Porter's or something, grab a set pretty cheap, but yeah, you don't want to snap them. Alright, back under. So you want to go clockwise to lower the torsion bar and anti-clockwise to raise it. Oop, one-handed. So that will be lowering it. Other way, we'll raise it.
And I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no.
So there she is. Just lifts up, and then you got access to your ball joint. Now I should probably replace these ball joints, but I'm not gonna. So they're the bump stops, they're looking okay. Well, I've got it all off actually. I'm gonna actually am I? I'm gonna give it a little wipe down just to get some of this oil off this here. It's pretty oily, pretty gross. Had a big power steering leak up until recently. Yeah, so let's get that all sorted. Alrighty, that just helped clean up some of that oil. It's not crazy dirty. I'm gonna put the spacer on and then I'm gonna go for like a proper clean. Actually get everything real nice. So there's a bunch of oil up in there. There's oil up in here. The engine had a bit of a mishap. Not sure if that video's out yet or not, so spoiler alert if it's not. Yeah, the second day driving the newly broken engine, I dropped oil fucking everywhere. All of it, 6.4 litres or whatever the capacity is. So yeah, still washing that out everywhere. Alright, so how I go about this, space is in between there. So I just get one bolt in, start to thread it. Or not. Alright, so let me show you. Spacer goes on the end of the ball joint. You get it up, sort of get it semi in place, and you just try thread it on a bit. So yeah, that'll hold. Now go for your second bolt. Try line that up. Can be a bit tricky because none of the angles want to work. Third bolt. I don't think I've got that second one even going in. Yeah, that's going in. So is that. Let's give it a little. Oh, wrong size. Alright, maybe I won't give it a little love. Let's do it the proper way.
Take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'm through what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that.
Alright, so they're all pretty good. So you can see now the spacer, and what that does, I've already explained it, but it just changes the angle of which the knuckle sits on the upper control arm, which should help with the toe wear. So now what we're going to do is we got little lock nuts, a little washer and a nut, so they go on the bottom, and that like woohoo. All right, I'll find all them. But what they do is they just help keep it all in place. Looks like I've lost a little locking nut, but a little locking washer or whatever they're called, but they do fuck all anyway. All right, well, I'll turn that off and I'll come back when I find it. Little fucker. Okay, so we got the other two tightened. Let's get that on there. Tighten her up. And as I said, so they're just to hold the bolts in place. They're 12.9, class 12.9. So they should be pretty sturdy to both impact and shear stresses. I'm feeling like, and like they're solid steel spacers too. So I think they might even be billet Yeah, they would be billet solid steel spacers, so I'm not worried, eh? Alright, nice and tight. So that's it. That's what we're doing. Spacer in here, new super strong bolts holding it on, and now we're going to adjust the torsions, the torsion bar, after we put the wheel. Actually, we're going to give it all a super good clean first, and then we're going to adjust the torsion bar and get her exactly where we want her. So let's give her a clean.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do is so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patent it. Being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, and that's getting slow, spitting fast. I so roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can.
Alright, so that's all the oil cleaned off from everywhere. Should help me find any more leaks. The power steering pump still got a problem. Now, let's get the wheel on and adjust our height. So the other side is from the ground to here is 910 mils. So we're going to match this side up exactly to that. Should be able to fit our fingers in the bump stops. That's all I'm really going for. Hopefully that fixes our toe wear on the wheels. Let's have a look-ski. Alright, so just from backing off the torsion bars a bit before, you can see up on here, got fucking clearance for days. So I'll measure it up. I might even drop the other side to match this side. It doesn't help that I'm not doing it on a level surface, so I might move it down to a level surface and match it all up. So on this side, it's just near 900. So I'll go for the same on the other side. We'll do it on a level surface though. Right, so there's the new ride height now. It's 880 from here to the ground. I reckon that's plenty of clearance up inside here. It's really good for the CV axles. They're not on a crazy angle anymore. Pretty sure the wheel is making good contact with the ground now. Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. I really appreciate all the views. Any feedback's always appreciated. You know, any comments, likes. If you like this sort of content, be sure to subscribe. Thanks heaps. Finndawg out.